Log on.
Osama,
Yeah, it was good.
I can hear you, so that's good. Welcome back to another episode of Ways. Thank you everyone for listening. My name is Mohammed here with Osama. Make sure to follow us at Ways 2.0 on Instagram. Make sure to follow Osama at Kusa300. You can follow myself at Mohammed.global. If you want to listen to us, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, as well as Google Podcasts, Radio Public, Anchor, and other platforms as well. Thank you for listening to us, and thank you for just keeping up with our content so far. So we really appreciate it. Osama, how's everything?
It's good, man. I feel like the last time I saw you was when the PS5 arrived at your house. That was like 2 weeks ago now.
Yeah. The first day that I got it.
Yeah, it was definitely that's the last time I mean, you know, it's funny because I ran into your brother today.
Which one?
Sharif, the older one.
Oh, how is he?
Yeah, he's good. He's good. And he's like, "Are you coming to our house?" I'm like, "Nah, man, I'm not. I'm going back to mine." He's like, "We haven't seen you in a minute." I'm like, "I haven't seen your brother in a minute, bro."
That's funny. Yeah.
It's like you're struggling wherever you are.
No, yeah, definitely uncomfortable sitting position, but that's life. It is what it is.
I feel like every time we're on this app, you have an uncomfortable situation.
Yeah. It's not the recording process. Obviously, the conversation is fun and everything, but the process is not fun at all. But what is it called? What do they call again? It's called something pain. Something.
You better find the word before someone roasts you.
Yeah, I know. I forgot the. It's like success. Eventually, you get success, but it goes through like pain, whatever. I forgot. With pain comes success, something like that. I forgot the cliche terms, whatever. But
Well,
yeah.
yeah.
But yeah. We're pretty much like in lockdown, but not in lockdown. It's only Toronto and Peel that's in lockdown.
Technically, we're in lockdown, bro. Like, you can't even sit in malls. Excuse me, you can't even eat inside. Like, when I went to the Tim Hortons to get some snacks with the fam. You can't, like, all the tables are like, yeah, like lockdown. Lockdown is definitely modified, but I believe our region is next. Like, there's no way, bro. Like, the way the cases are rising, there's no way. Yeah, and today the only reason why the cases were low were because of misinformation or misseen or something like that. So
Yeah, I saw that, which was crazy. And pretty much Halton and other regions as well. We'll eventually go into a lockdown within 2 to 3 weeks or so. Obviously, it's
dude, it's because what's gonna happen is these guys from Peel region that now certain locations that are closed, they're gonna go to Halton because there are obviously 3 cities, sorry, that border Peel. Obviously Georgetown, Oakville, and Milton. So for people who do not know that, obviously those are 3 cities that border the Peel region, which is on lockdown, and obviously they're gonna start shopping there, and the cases are gonna start rising up.
It's weird times, man. Like another lockdown.
It's funny because the first time we did this podcast was on a lockdown.
Yeah, so we did start the podcast in a lockdown. So obviously, like as bad as things are, like we talked about in the beginning, there's beautiful things within it. There's always blessings. You just got to look and search for it. So, and obviously, if you've been listening to our episodes this whole time, we knew that there would be another lockdown eventually by this time. So the fact that we're in it right now, it's no surprise, obviously. Like the first one was a surprise. Why? New virus. This time around, it's only because people couldn't listen to the rules. And like, trust me, people, like I know people, Osama, you probably know people on both sides as well. Like you have friends and family members and whoever. You have some people that think that masks are important. Just wear it to be safe. And you have those that believe that this whole thing's a hoax. Don't wear the mask at all. And just be free and don't worry about what others have to say and stuff, right? And it's just like,
yeah,
it's tough. It's just like politics with Republicans, Democrats, like everyone just believing their side, and people are just, instead of just compromising, everyone's fighting and stuff, right? It's like, how do we stop this from continuing? Because obviously this lockdown is this lockdown is only going to go as long as people are actually adhering to the rules. But for those who don't want to listen, like the guy today, that owner in Etobicoke, he's like, screw you guys, I'm just going to open up my restaurant. I don't care if we're on lockdown. Genius marketing, it did work. but it's like
Yeah.
how much of the rebel list would to
Um.
deal with before things can actually
See,
go to normal.
I understand his frustration, right? Because there's certain stores like that shouldn't really be closed down. Like Best Buy, I think should be open, but they should limit the amount of people that actually enter.
Hmm.
Because it makes no sense if you're gonna open Home Depot, but you're not gonna open Best Buy. Like Best Buy still sells some essential stuff, whether it's appliances and phones. You can still open the Best Buy for customers to enter, but you can give them hey like a limit. Tell like you ask someone is at the door, say hey, what are you purchasing? And then someone like, they have a Best Buy associate with them the whole time, and then after they're done, they leave. Right. This way you're reducing the space, you're reducing your time. That's being wasted. So obviously, I can understand on a business perspective as to why certain companies are obviously upset. Or that guy killed me. He opened the restaurant. I see, and then the cops were like, "What the hell, bro? This guy's supposed to be closed." So obviously, that's understand. Like that's well, that should not have happened. But like to certain businesses, small businesses that are closed, I understand why they want to be open. But I guess it's like part of a system. If we can hopefully, and you know, it's funny. It's funny because I was talking to my friends about it. Right now the lockdown's supposed to last until December 21st. I think it's gonna last until mid January for Peel and Toronto. I'm not sure if it's gonna be held to who else knows who will be part of it. But the reason why I say that is because that's close to Christmas time and Boxing Day, and if they're able to control that and that the cases drop, then I feel they have a W on their end.
You're right. No, yeah. Obviously, this lockdown, not everything's on lockdown. It's not like the first time with Canada and the whole country's on lockdown. So I don't think it's gonna be that long. Roughly like a month, month and a half. So like you said mid January, correct?
I personally believe that it's not like they had like so for let's talk about Peel and Toronto. I for those two regions, this they say the 21st. I personally believe it's going to go until New Year's, maybe a week after New Year's, just to like have those big events get canceled because you don't want people going out or whatever. So at least if those events get canceled, you're like the next big event is like Valentine's Day or whatever. So like at that point, hopefully it gets warmer and then you don't have to worry as much about what really happens next. But I'm hoping obviously cases do get reduced to a point where they are like closer to zero because obviously we've seen in the summer how fun it was to go outside and now you're locked in again and it sucks. So yeah.
It's tough. Yeah, yeah. I agree with your sentiment. I think same thing too. Like maybe towards the end of January, early February, before this lockdown. If it's like a full lockdown before it ends, probably like mid February.
Yeah, and they're like just to add on to your point, they're also talking about like vaccines, which we should they're saying they should be ready by January, March. So hopefully by then, cases like and obviously even with the vaccine, you still have to be cautious because obviously like at that point the virus hasn't fully left. So hopefully by by next this this upcoming year, which honestly is like in a month and a half. You know, it's like the New Year's is a month and a half, so it's not even that far away. So people are getting ready for Christmas shopping now, dude. You know what? It's funny because when I was like traveling and I was in like Toronto, Saga. Once Ford made his statement, the city went crazy. People were actually there was traffic when there should have been traffic on days.
Oh, when he's talking about he
People were
announced the
like,
lockdown for Monday, right?
yeah, when he announced the lockdown for Monday on Friday, like I was like, holy, like usually like I'm driving on roads on Saturday, it's empty, it's busy, like people are trying to get their stuff in now.
No, it's true. Like once he made the announcement on Friday that there's gonna be a full lockdown for Toronto and Peel on Monday, for like I already knew I had to do groceries on Saturday all day because you want to prepare yourself for 2 weeks. Because that week after, doing groceries the week after they announced the lockdown or the first 2 weeks, everything is mostly sold out as far as the essential items and just waiting in line for like 45 minutes to an hour. And especially this time in the snow and winter, nobody wants to do that. So I was legit tired. This weekend, Osama, I was so tired for the amount of groceries I had to do. Like it was crazy, crazy.
Yeah, I kind of figured because I know usually like either one of us texts about a podcast, but the only reason why speaking of a podcast, I do want to say thank you to Haters, a small shout out to for him coming on 2 weeks ago and talking about his brand, you know. So if you guys didn't see a podcast this week, that's because we want to like hopefully promote his brand, promote his stuff, and like get people to listen to it. And whoever did, thank you very much. But yeah, about you, honestly, bro, I can only imagine you being tired. Like I was like, I remember like I came home Friday from work, I was exhausted, bro. And then again, like everyone and a lot of people are kind of pissed off because now they lost their job and stuff like that. So I think everybody has something they want to complain about or something they don't agree with. So I guess either way, I guess as long as your health is okay, that's what really matters at this point.
It's funny because I think it was Saturday night. The guys came over, and I legit like I came back.
Who came over?
Your bro, MOBA, Sweaty Palms. They came over roughly around like
Bro, what
9.
the hell? I didn't even know. Do you know that?
What do you mean?
I didn't know they were at your
They
house.
messaged you. I didn't know either because I came like 30 minutes before, or not like 40 minutes
Message.
before,
I had no
and I
idea
passed. I
that they
passed
were
out
there.
when I got home. Like I passed out, bro.
See, you didn't even bother talking to them.
No, I didn't know. No, I passed. Like I got home like 1 hour before they came. I
And you
passed
passed
out.
out.
Like
See, you didn't even know
no, no,
they
no,
were
no. So
there.
like the way I woke up was because I heard noise from downstairs. So I thought I had visitors. I did have visitors. So I thought I had visitors, but it's like I heard Sweaty Palms, MOBA, and your bro's voice. And I'm like, that's weird because I know I had visitors today, but it's like, I don't know if I was like dreaming or whatever. So I'm like, okay, I'll just go back to sleep. So I woke up like an hour later again. Then I just like went downstairs, greeted the fam and all that stuff. And that's when your bro just came upstairs. He's like, yo, what's good? I'm like, what the heck? You guys are here? He's like, yeah, we've been here for a while. I'm like, what the heck? So I go downstairs, and it was the first time I saw MOBA in forever because I haven't seen him in forever.
Yeah,
First of
yeah.
all,
I
he was
haven't seen him
outside
in a
and he's in my
minute
house.
either.
I'm like, bro, like, so I didn't know you. I don't know how he snuck out here, but then I asked
Dude,
him where were you, and they're like, oh, we don't know and stuff. Like, your brother said you haven't responded to your texts all day and stuff. Like, hit you up, but like
who?
your brother.
He didn't hit me up at
That's what
all,
he said
bro.
because we're like, oh, where's Kusa? So I'm like,
This guy's capping. First of all, I remember that day, Saturday. I went home, came back from work, and then I posted on my story. You probably saw it. It was like cake, right? This chocolate cake I posted on my story. And then Breezy, one of our friends, for people that don't know who he is, he texted me. He's like, "Yo, yeah, but you about to share that?" I'm like, "Hey, bro, bet come over." He's like, "Well, if I come over, am I gonna play you 2K?" I'm like, "I bet." And I almost won. I just want to put it out there, even though I lost. I let him win. Oh, because like when Breezy loses, he makes it fit. Mohammed, you know about
flex.
that. And yeah, and I texted my brother. I'll even show you the text. Hold on, I can't show you because I'm not beside you. But I text him Saturday, 7:30 p.m. I'm like, "Where are you?" 9:57 p.m. He's like, "I'm at Ali's." This guy did not text me at all, bro.
Yeah, he said it. What time? What time did he say?
No, bro. He said at 10 o'clock. At that point, I didn't even know where he was. When I came back home, I was just hella tired. I was like, I just want to go. First of all, that was free agency night. So I was keeping track with the basketball. Obviously, what a huge week. And I was texting you about that. So I was already like, so I was tired. And I texted him like, "Yo, where are you?" At that point, Breezy was already at my house. So I was like, "There's no point of even going." And I was getting like tired and tired and tired by the minute. So by the time Breezy left, I was knocked out.
Yeah, but yeah, because like I came downstairs, like where were you? I'm like I was sleeping, and I was talking to them. I'm like, "Where's your brother?" And he's like, "I don't know. I haven't seen him all day. Like he hasn't responded to his text at all." And we're like, "Okay, just hit him up. Let him know that we're here." And again, no worries.
This guy's capping,
That's what
bro.
he
This
said.
guy's
That's what he said.
capping. See, I haven't seen MOBA so long. I don't even remember the last time I saw him.
Oh, it was the first time I saw him in forever. 'Cause I haven't seen him in time.
Well, it's because I feel like you've been so busy just with like errands and like you know other important things. Um, yeah, man. But aside from that, a big thing I want to say is the free agency.
Yeah, it's been like a weird free agency. I don't know.
You know, I don't know. Like Toronto, to me, I'm gonna say this. I don't think they're gonna do well this year, just because obviously you lost two key players. You lost Serge Ibaka and Marc Gasol.
We only lost Ibaka.
Well, Mark Gasol. So hold on. It's funny because Serge Ibaka when he brought on Charlamagne the God on
I
his
saw that. Yeah,
podcast, right?
man.
Like that did not live. But I know why he went to LA. His Are You Hungry channel, whatever it is, he wants to grow it. You can't grow it in Toronto. So I guess he must have gotten an opportunity in LA to do that, and he's like, he can't say no. And two, it's another opportunity for him to play with Kawhi
Yeah,
Leonard. Like they're
he
actually
was ring
good combo
chasing.
together.
He was ring chasing.
So it sucks. But Toronto picked up some good people like DeAndre Ambry, what's his name?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Aaron
Aaron
Baines.
Baines,
Like
Jeremy Lin.
Jimmy Lin.
No, not Lin. Jeremy Lin.
Was Jimmy
Sorry,
Lamb?
who's that guy? No, not Lamb. Not Jeremy Lamb. Who's the other guy, bro?
I don't
I
know,
forgot his
but
name.
yeah, like I know we didn't make any moves really. Obviously, if you're a Toronto fan, you would be kind of worried because the East got stronger, as we saw with the picks and everything. But in Masai, we
Oh
trust because
yeah, bro.
Masai knows what he's doing. And hey, man, Masai, like we cannot question Masai's uh, skill, ethic, and just nature when it comes to this. Like he knows what he's doing. So clearly, there's a long-term goal or a mid-term goal that he's planning to do within 2 months or 3 months from now that no one else is seeing. So even though it kind of looks bad at the moment because we didn't add anyone major really, and we kind of lost power as far as like our size and as far as like really we lost two big guys who are not only known for being big but are really smart and crafty players, right? So but Masai's always up to something, so I can't question that. So yeah, it's one of those things. Pretty much the decision is Raptors fans, we know you guys are listening. We did not make any upgrades, but we're pretty much investing this season on Siakam and Van Vliet getting better to take us to the next level. We will add one more person. We
Yeah,
will add the 1 to 2 pieces when we can, but until then, we expect them to get better. That's pretty much it.
I feel they'll make more trades during the season. I
Yeah,
think Masai probably has his
of
eyes set
course.
on some people. But I feel honestly, what's his name? I keep forgetting his name. Aaron Bain. I think is a good pick. Like a good, like he's not like better than
No.
Serge Ibaka, but obviously I would say he's like a decent replacement
Yeah, it's not a
to
bad
have.
replacement, obviously, right? Like, but it is what it is for now, and obviously, like the Raptors are still an amazing team, right? Like,
But yeah, bro, but dude, like there's some funny stuff of how Montrezl Harrell went to the Lakers and Patrick Beverley went
man,
off.
man,
That's dirty, bro.
it's crazy, 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 crazy.
Dirty. Honestly, like it's funny because when you look at the free agency is Fred Van Vliet made it sound like he wasn't gonna come back based on one post or one thing he said on
Oh yeah,
JJ
yeah,
Redick's
yeah, yeah.
podcast. And and honestly at this point I'm like, man, I really like at that point I'm just like if he's gonna leave, he's gonna leave. Like if I was him, I want to go for where the money's at. Like he said to himself, he wants to cash out. He already won a ring, so he wants to cash out because he did well for Toronto during that season. And Serge Ibaka, when he spoke on his live, you knew he was leaving
Yeah,
because this guy was talking as if man was gone. Is like I'll always have love for Toronto. Nah, bro, you're not gonna say that if you're not leaving.
it was tough, man. It was tough. Obviously, like yeah, losing Fred Ibaka does hurt. Um, but yeah, and Raptors, we're still like the point is we're a second round team, so that's good. We're second round. We're a strong second round team. Because the thing is, remember, we were 1 point away, and we just weren't acting smart. So, legit, if Siakam excels and Van Vliet excels, we're a conference finals guaranteed team, right?
That's
Contingent on those
contingent,
things.
obviously.
Either
That's
way, regardless
contingent
of,
on
without those things, we're a second round team, so that's good. So that means we only need 1 to 2 pieces, and hopefully banking on Van Vliet and Siakam to grow because they are max players. So we expect them to, right? So and yeah, so that's
yeah. Houston so looks like they have a nice
what do
team as
you
well.
mean?
Obviously, like right now, Harden.
What do you mean?
Sorry.
There's hell up in Houston, bro. They don't know what's going on.
Yeah, but listen, they lost Austin Rivers to New York Knicks, but I'm saying DeMarcus Cousins signed a 1 year, so with them. And obviously, Harden, even though Harden and Westbrook still want to leave, they possibly could be leaving. But the three of them together isn't a bad combination, I'm assuming. But then again, Cousins is like prone to getting injured. So this guy hasn't played in like 2 years.
No, it's tough. It's tough. It's tough. Yeah. So I don't know what's gonna happen with Houston because can you hear that sound? Oh my god.
I can hear that sound. I'm not sure what the hell that is sound. But speaking of injuries,
but
Klay Thompson got injured again. That must suck.
I feel so bad for Klay, man.
I feel so bad for him, bro, because like that is someone that is not gonna miss another year of not playing. Achilles, like basically what happened to KD. Who knows if he can come back? This thing, like the first ACL, like whatever. A lot of people come back from ACL, but Achilles, man, like, damn.
I feel so bad. Feel so bad for Klay, but that's part of the game. Hopefully he comes back from this and he gets better, he gets stronger, and yeah, that's one of those things, man. Like life, you want it to be one way, but sometimes the other way, so it's tough.
I feel it's just gonna build patience with him. It's gonna make him a better athlete. You know, I feel a lot of the times you're gonna be put through stuff that you necessarily don't know what it's supposed to teach you, but eventually, if you want it that bad, you'll get there. So
Yeah.
I feel it's a lesson to learn from a lot of these tribulations that we all go through. And like, believe me, it sucked. Like, I was actually hoping for his comeback because obviously he went down Game 5 against the Raptors when he jumped and I think him and Danny Green collided. So obviously, it sucked to see him leave the way he did. But I'm just excited to see what he's going to do when he comes back. And obviously, their team like looks nice. I know when he comes back, he's gonna be stronger than ever. Like he's a warrior. You know, no pun intended, right? Or pun intended, actually. So, yeah, he's a warrior.
I didn't take that in too. He's a warrior. I'm like, no pun intended. I'm like, I'm like, oh, this guy's gonna be clever. That's funny.
I am clever, bro. What you mean, fam? First of all, I wanna ask the audience why. For the audience, I want the audience to know why haven't I seen you so long, Mohammed?
I swear you saw me last week.
No, I did not see you last week. You know the last time I saw you? Let's go back to text message. I gotta go back to your text message.
I'm pretty sure it was last week.
Hold on. I have a lot more things I want to talk to you about as well. Hold on. I'm like legit looking. Do my text. It's probably a week ago or 2 weeks ago. Oh, Saturday, November 14th. No, that's a lie. You text me that day to come, but I
that wasn't my fault. So yeah, technically it's been 2 weeks. So it's been 2 weeks.
So,
last
okay, 2 weeks.
Saturday.
My bad. That's my fault. Have you?
And also,
so my apologies.
This past Saturday too. So it's technically 2 Saturdays that you decided to skip out on.
Bucket.
If the record shows.
You could have texted me, bro. You could have texted me. Don't be a. Oh my god. Have you seen the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
Yeah, I watched it. Yeah, 2 days ago. What was it? Monday? Yeah, I watched it on Monday. Yeah, I watched it on Monday. I think it was Monday.
So
I was fasting that day, yeah. So Monday night I watched it.
Of course you're fasting, bro. Like this guy always fasts every Monday, every Thursday. By the way, mashallah.
Well, bro, I fasted Saturday, the day I was shopping. That's why I knocked out. Because what happened was we left early morning and running around and just running around. It was 12 o'clock and I'm like, man, I'm so hungry. Like I just need to eat. So I was like, yeah, okay, let's just stop somewhere and like eat, like grab some tomorrows, whatever, right? But I'm like, well, yeah, I might as well just fast. It's already 12 o'clock. It's almost 1. I might as well just fast, right? Because like we just eat at 4:50 or something like that, right? But at the same time, my stomach was growling, and obviously it's not good to fast if your stomach's hungry, right? Like if it's essentially it's optional, you shouldn't do that to yourself, right? So I was like, okay, I guess I just don't have it in me, right? I guess my mind is just set on Monday and Thursdays. That's when it's like, okay, like mentally I can withstand that, but I guess today I just have to eat. So I'm like, okay, let me look for something to eat. Right when I was trying to think about something to eat, like my stomach just stopped growling. That nature of being hungry was just over. I just became like, good. I'm like, perfect. I'm gonna fast. Yeah, so once I started
You became
fasting,
a new
cool.
beast.
But still, man, like running around, running around, running around. So that's why, like, when I got home, and even I think I ate late as well. I didn't eat on time also. So I ate like 30 minutes after. Like once I came back, I passed out. So I was so tired.
Dude, I could tell you now, like, now it's obviously where like it gets dark at 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock. So I legit start getting tired earlier, not because like I'm just like lazy, it's because I feel like I wake up early. So when I see it's tired, like, and then I'm like, bro, it's only 5 o'clock because it also you also get tired. I feel because like Corona, you're in lockdown, you can't really do anything. Like right now, they said you can't have no more than 5 people in your house, right? They just want family people only. Like they don't want you even inviting
Mhm.
anybody else if you don't have to. And then like I think outside people in Halton's like 25, 10 to 25 people. I think 10 or 25, like around that within that area. So obviously sometimes when you're doing nothing, if you're not working, you get bored, you get lazy, you get complacent. You're like, man, I don't know what to do. That's why I watched the Fresh Prince of Bel Air reunion. I want to
Yeah.
say something. That whole like there were so many rumors back in the day of like Will Smith, the
Yep.
Jenna Hubert, the original Aunt Viv, right? And like I guess obviously um,
Rest in
Uncle
peace, Uncle
Phil, rest in
Phil.
peace.
For real.
James Avery.
You're the only father that I ever knew. I give a beat, Freddie. I'm a beat a better you. From the seeds that I made way
Eh,
back in the field.
eh,
But I'm gonna let you continue though.
J. Cole, shout out. Yeah. So obviously, I actually kind of liked it. You saw everybody together. They speaking about their favorite moments, and it made you kind of feel every single emotion from like
Oh, it was
obviously
emotional.
you being
What?
emotional from it's touching.
What?
You see Will Smith and Janet Hubert
30 years,
reconnecting after
bro.
30 years, bro.
30 years.
Like yeah, exactly. Like there are certain friendships that you think will never work, but 10 years later you'll talk. But 30 years, bro, 30. You're talking about 3 decades,
30 years.
3 decades.
Like, yeah, the documentary was incredible. It's amazing. Anyone that loves The Fresh Prince, whether you watched it 1 year ago or your whole life, it feels as if you're part of that family. It feels as if like, yeah, you're part of that family, right? And the show is more than a show. It's legit. It's culture. It's iconic. It's everything, right? So to see it, and I watched it a day late
Mm-hmm.
because I think it came on Saturday or Sunday, but I watched it on Monday, so I was late to it. And obviously, I
Something
didn't
like
go
that,
on
yeah.
social media because I didn't want to get ruined. I saw once I started seeing the pictures, I'm like, get off social media. So I decided not to go on social media that day. The 2 days I didn't see it. So when I watched it with my
Yeah.
family, because I made them wait because I was fasting Monday, so we're gonna wait until it's time to eat. So once we started watching it, it was just incredible, incredible, incredible. Seeing things you never seen before, behind the scenes and all that stuff. And also, you knew it was gonna be the Uncle Phil moment. So when you got to that, very teary, very emotional. I wasn't crying, but like probably my insides were crying, obviously, because it's just Uncle Phil and he's not there, and he's such an integral part of the show. I think it was Will who said it the best. No, I think it was either it was either Ashley or Hillary, or Karen Parsons or Tatiana Ali who played those characters. They said that one of them said that Uncle Phil, James Avery, was the heart of the show. And at first, I'm like, wait, it is true. He was
Yeah.
the heart of the show. And yeah, one of them said that. It's like he's the heart
I
of the
remember one
show,
of
and
them
it's like,
saying that, yeah.
man, for the heart of the show not to be able to speak because obviously he passed away in 2013. Hopefully, I got the year right. If I didn't, sorry about that. Um, it's just one of those things. It's
Yeah,
just
no,
so
you
emotional,
did.
right? But it's beautiful at the same time. And then, like you said, when Will connected with Janet Hubert, the original Aunt Viv, yeah, they've been going back and forth for the past like 30 years in the media, and she's been going all fun Will, saying a lot of things that obviously you shouldn't say to your former co-host. But the thing is, Osama, even during that time when she was saying all these things about Will and stuff, what happened on the show, why she was leaving, how she was blackballed, I believed her. A lot of people thought she was crazy and stuff, but I believed her because I'm like, no one's gonna say this for 30 years if it's not true or so, right? And the thing is, she's an amazing actress, and
Yeah,
she didn't
yeah.
have any roles after, which didn't make any sense. So I'm like, okay, like obviously we know one day they'll eventually talk about it. So it was good. Before I even watched it, when everyone's like, oh, I saw the picture, obviously, like the original Aunt Viv is back in the reunion. So we watched it, and he heard per se. The first thing to Will, like the first thing she said to you, like I
Why?
lost so much because of you. I suffered. I suffered for so long because of you. And once they broke it down, it's
Yeah,
like, man, man.
yeah, it's sad. It's definitely, it's definitely sad that at the end of the day, I feel like also like Will Smith said it himself, like he was young, he didn't really know what she was going through personally, and obviously, at the end of the day, like we're not gonna be pointing fingers. I don't think anybody else should be pointing fingers. That's why Will really stayed quiet for 30 years because A, he didn't know, and obviously she felt some type of way because she was probably under the impression that
Hello?
she was under the impression that he probably was like doing this to be childish. But I believe I'm happy that they're all back together, and I know hopefully they can actually do like a fun series for Fresh Prince of
So
Bel Air
yeah,
and
the
stuff like
reunion was
that.
beautiful. It's perfect. I know Will said that he's trying to make a dramatic reboot of the show. I hope not. I pray they don't. The reunion was beautiful. That's all we needed. There's no need to make
Yeah,
uh, a dramatic reboot of the show. Obviously, nothing be better than the original. Nothing.
yeah. Speaking about entertainment, Grammys are coming soon. Did you see that the weekend again did
Yeah.
not get
So he got
nominated for
snubbed.
anything?
Really shocking, obviously, because if you know that the weekend, he's one of the biggest pops acts in the world. So not to even get one nomination, it's
So
very shocking.
so I posted it on my story what he said. His thing was like the Grammys remain corrupt. You owe me, my fans, and the industry transparency. Now, for me, obviously, I believe it was back in March where he dropped his album After Hours, and that album was fire. To me, I feel like that was an amazing album. Obviously, he had amazing songs: "Blinding Lights," "Heartless," "Faith," "Hardest to Love," and obviously the list goes on. For him not to win a single thing kind of pisses me off because I'm like, dude, like yes, Drake got 3 nominations, but bro, we can drop like his Blinding Lights songs kept going, breaking records and breaking records. For that song on its own not to win something, kind of just like obviously have people who are picking the nominations obviously have no sense of music or no sense of talent. I'm saying that I don't know who they are, but when you are not able to criticize the actual product to its current core, then you should not be in power just because you don't like someone for the way they
Hey man,
contribute.
it's the music it's the music industry. Like it's not built upon ethics. So when people like complain every year, because at this point it's legit like it's like a holiday that every year we're gonna complain about the nominations. Like, oh my god, how could this album not be like? It's like, bro, it's not built upon ethics and moral code. It's based upon politics that we don't see in the background. So it's not really surprising why certain albums got nominated, why certain albums didn't get nominated, right? But in the case of The Weeknd, not even one nomination is very shocking. No one had ever predicted that at all because obviously After Hours was one of the biggest albums of the year, and like you said,
Yeah,
those singles were on the charts forever, the whole year. So it's like no one ever predicted you want to get one nomination. And like his tweet said, very pissed about it. He's like, "Hey, you owe me, my fans, and the music industry transparency." Hey man, that's the code they it's this simple, Osama. If you know that this house operates by this code, which is built upon corruption, uh, manipulation, and all these different things, hey, you decide to live in that house. So therefore, you're gonna adhere to those rules. And whatever happens to you shouldn't be a surprise. Why? Because you're in that house and you know the history of that house. It's that simple. So if all these people that you look up to and we know have never won a Grammy or never been nominated, it's not surprising because why? It's the house that they play in, right? It's the house they live in. So it's that simple.
hmm yeah,
Until like you get the
that
freaking
makes 100 that makes 100%
until
sense.
you get the papers and documents showing that you are the new homeowner, guess what? It's gonna remain the same. The house is gonna belong to the family. You're just a person who rents a room inside it.
Yeah,
Simple.
I feel in the end of the day, like like someone's always gonna get snubbed because obviously I do believe the people who are in power are kind of biased to who they want to win. They have their guy. It's almost like WWE, bro. Everybody has their top guy that they need to bring the money, and sometimes when they have a vendetta against you, they don't want you to win. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that comes to an end of our podcast. We want to thank you for always listening and always
Yes.
joining us. This is episode 43, 42, by the way, right?
I will give you meat. Pause. I will give you. I'm recording right now, so yeah, just give me like 1 minute, okay? No. What do you want?
Anyways,
Also, I'll just like keep talking. I'll be back in like one. Just keep talking. Yeah, just end it. I guess just end it.
do you want me to end
No,
it?
I'll be back in 30 seconds. I'll be back in 30 seconds. Just keep talking. What do you want?
That's funny, man. Well, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you for joining us. As I said before, me and Mohammed, we love you. We care for you. Let's keep growing this platform to new heights. Right now, we're in the United Kingdom, the UAE, Canada, Ireland, Germany, United States, the Philippines.
Hold on.
I'm not sure if you can hear me right now, but
this one?
All I can say is
the other ones are frozen.
That Mohammed is giving out free food. So if you go to his house right now, you can definitely get some free food. And yeah, so this is 36 minutes in, almost 37 minutes, and all I can say is fuck the Grammys for not picking the Weeknd or for not even giving him a nomination. It's just stupid. I don't agree. Yeah, but I'm not sure what this guy went. 30 seconds, bro. It's been longer than 30 seconds, guys. I just wanted to let you know that Mohammed is the GOAT. He probably does not know I'm saying this right now, but he's the GOAT. Amazing person. And yeah, definitely someone who you should have as a friend.
Hello?
Value him. Because I value. Yo, what's up, man? I just commented you on the.
Anyone
who
lives with immigrant parents, just know that it doesn't matter what you do as a profession, how much money you make, right? Like there's certain things that parents they just don't understand or don't care. It doesn't matter at all. Why? Because once again, you live in their house, so therefore you must adhere to the rules and the structure that you want in their house. So, yeah.
Hey, man. You said it yourself. We live in immigrant households.
Ever.
And that will never change. Even when you're married, bro, you're gonna be just bothered. Like, yo, go get me this, go get me that. It's just maybe it's a different. Maybe it could be episode for 43. This is episode 42.
Yep.
So you know, we talked about a lot of
beautiful episode. Thank you for everyone that's rock with us and that's listening to us. I know we've been consistent. I'll take most of the blame for that, but definitely going to start putting out more episodes from now on. And
No, I don't want you to take the blame. I feel like we're both consistent. We're both hard workers. For everyone that's listening right now, if we're not posting 1 week, don't get upset just because like obviously we have our time. But the fact that we're on episode 42 right now means we're putting in work. Sometimes we feel like there's nothing to talk about, so we just don't feel like recording. So, but when we are not recording, it doesn't mean like we gave up. No. Me and Mohammed are definitely working hard.
That's the goal.
To get people on our podcast.
We will get there, and over time, with the love and support from you guys, we don't take any of this for granted, not at all. So thank you so much. Make sure to follow us at Waves 2.0. Make sure to follow Osama at his page at Kusa300. You can follow myself at Mohammed.global. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to every video. If you have a topic you want us to talk about, let us know. DM one of us or both of us. Doesn't matter. If you want to come on the show, let us know. And if you have a topic you want us to talk about, but you don't want to address it, you want to be like anonymous, hey, send it up to us. We'll do it too. And make sure to follow and listen to us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, Anchor, Radio Public, Anchor, all the beautiful platforms. We appreciate it. Thank you so much for the love and support. Osama, peace. Take care.